Veni, veni, Emmanuel, captivum solve Israel. These Latin phrases, if I can say, are the words of the popular hymn, O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel. When we talk of Advent, we are looking at a season of preparation, and it's a preparation towards Christmas, basically. But the word Advent, as we know it now, is from the Latin word Adventus. And in Latin, Adventus means coming. And so in Advent, we pray for the coming of Christ. Now, we have two comings of Christ. The first one we are looking at is the coming of Christ into our world. In history, there was a particular date, day, moment that God took the form of a human being, Jesus, and became part of us. We call it the incarnation, which happened historically. So we are praying for that coming of Christ. That's what we are looking at, the coming of Christ at Bethlehem when he was born. So that is the first one, which actually is towards Christmas. And then we have the second coming, which is preparing for the coming of Christ at the end of time, called the Day of Days. Some call it the Judgment Day, or again put it the parousia. And the parousia, the second coming of Christ, we are told that Jesus will come to judge us. I hope you remember your creed. He will come again, to judge the living and the dead. The first coming, he came as a savior to save us. But when he comes again, he's not coming to save us. He's come to judge us. Because he has given us already the questions, and we are supposed now to answer. Whether we are good students, we took notes of the lessons. Now it's time for exam, so to say. That will be the second coming. Advent has about 4-week period. And it starts to have first Sunday of Advent to the fourth Sunday of Advent, so 4 weeks. Usually we begin Advent with the Mass of the first Sunday of Advent, but where they have prayers, or they call it Vespers, Advent Vespers, then they start in the evening. But from the first Sunday of Advent till the Mass of the 24th December, So after 24th December morning Mass, Advent, so we say, has come to an end, because in the evening we shall go into Christmas. So that's the duration of Advent. One notable event, if I can say, of Advent is the color that is used. In Advent we use the color purple or violet. And this color is a sign of hope, but also a sign of repentance, all mixed together. So we are expecting Christ, so we are getting ourselves prepared for that. So the color purple, violet, some preparation, repentance for the coming of Christ at Christmas, at the end of time. So when you go to church and you see the colors purple, violet, we are reminded that we are in that period that we prepare for Christmas and pray for our lives. One thing I have to say is that because of this preparation, it means that we have to check the way we live. Because Jesus came already at Bethlehem some 2,000 years ago. He will come again at the end of time. And so Advent calls on us, Christians, Catholics, to always prepare our lives. For us, every day should be a preparation. Every day should be an Advent. We don't have to wait to Advent before we start getting ready for our lives, getting serious with God. No. Every day should be an Advent. So that is the prayer of the church. That's to go through these 4 weeks of Advent, and every week the candles will burn. We shall talk about the candles later. But that will mean that, yes, the lights are burning. Are you ready? Are you getting ready? May Jesus, who has called us to this beautiful world, may he give us this encouragement and the hope. One of the virtues of Advent is to hope. Once you're hoping, you're encouraged. The hope to be there. The hope to be ready for him. When it comes at Christmas, indeed, when it comes at the end of our lives. May God bless you.